Hello, everybody. Hello, my lovely Aries followers, subscribers, and anyone that is new to the channel. Welcome in, welcome back. I am Lisa, and this is North Star Energy Healing. I hope you're all doing well today. Today is Monday, June 30th, and this is a reading for Aries, general reading for the collective for July energies that are coming in. As some of you know, I watch Jamie Butler, the Everyday Medium, with her monthly updates. She does updates for the upcoming month with the energies that are coming in, specific dates. I am going to put a link in the description box of the video for you to click on. When I tried it on some of the other ones, I had to like copy and paste it, or right click on, highlight it, right click, and then it said go to the video. I don't know why it won't post in there as just a straight link, but anyhow, I am going to give you some of the highlights. The video is, I think, around 45 minutes long, but she gives specific dates in here to be looking for in July. Jamie channels Maitland, who is the one who brings through this information. So July is called by Maitland the Bridge Month. This is the month where you're straddling the 3D and 5D. Community and communication is important. It is important to connect with your neighbors, know who they are, know what their skills are, share your skills with them. For instance, if you garden and they have eggs, you could, barter with each other, help each other out. If you can fix things, you're an electrician, a plumber, a carpenter, and they have a garden, you could barter with those services. So that's what she's saying. Know your neighbors. The two chakras that will be highlighted in July are the throat chakra and the heart chakra. She chose blue lace agate as the crystal to support the throat chakra. Have that around with you for the month of July. The crystals that she recommends, I often put them at the head of my bed for that month, just so I can have those energies there. She also chose the pink quartz to support the heart. So you could have those couple. She usually always says have selenite around, and there are a few others that she recommends to have around. I have selenite underneath all four corners of my bed, as well as at the head of my bed, and those always stay there. Those are to connect with angels. And then for hertz, she recommends 741 hertz to detox and 528 hertz to support the heart. The animal for the month of July is the mountain goat, because the mountain goat is resilient, strong, agile, and can balance on the side of cliffs. If you like to put smells in your diffuser, she recommends 3 drops of clary sage, 4 drops of lavender, 5 drops of marjoram, and 1 drop of cypress. All right, so here we go with the dates. July 3rd is a good day to journal or to be creative and practice your creativity, whether it's poetry, art, painting, drawing, gardening, whatever it is that you do that you love. July 3rd is the day to do that. And for Americans, that's the day before the 4th of July, Independence Day. And so it's a good day to kind of relax and regroup before those activities. July 4th is Relationship Day. July 6th is Spirit Communication. July 6th is a good day to meditate, take some time alone in the quiet, to just connect with your guides. The 10th brings the full moon in Capricorn. This is going to spotlight your career. So a few days before the 10th and a few days after, you may be thinking about what you're doing for a job, whether you want to change jobs, whether you want to open a business, change your business. But there will be a spotlight on your career in and around the 10th. July 13th, she is calling Selfish Day, Self-Love Day, Self-Care Day. This is a good day to also spend some time alone in introspection, retrospection, just, doing what you love to do. Take a bath, take a walk, meditate, have a mani-pedi, whatever it is that you want to do for yourself to practice self-love and self-care. You should do that on the 13th. And then for dates, she skips to the 23rd. She does talk, obviously, in between the 13th and 23rd. But the next date she mentions is the 23rd. Let your woo-woo shine. Be yourself, be authentic, be creative. So if there are things that you do, such as tarot, oracle, Reiki, massage, hypnosis, any of those things that normal people, well, not normal, but most people consider woo-woo, that may be the day to let the cat out of the bag, to be you, to talk about it, to tell someone. And then the 24th is the new moon in Cancer. This brings in a very soft, quiet, calm energy. This is the day that she specifically says everyone should take some time alone. She recommends a minimum of 7 to 11 minutes, just meditating or being quiet, just doing nothing, candle gazing, gazing at a bouquet of flowers, or just not doing anything, but giving yourself on the 24th those few minutes. Now, I typically will put alarms in my phone that will go off at like 8 o'clock in the morning that will remind me what she said that day was. Just because I like to know and think about it and focus on it, and I don't want to forget. All right. So when she mentioned mountain goat, I went through my couple of animal oracle decks and pulled out the cards that would be close to that. So I don't have a mountain goat, but I do have a goat. Okay, this is number 28, which is a 10 when you add those numbers up. A 10 is the completion of a cycle, and then it reduces to 1, which is the beginning of a brand new cycle. Every single reading so far for July has been extremely positive with lots of 10s. So goat, be resilient and adaptable to challenges. Be resilient and adaptable to challenges. Then I have the ram, and I went ahead and grabbed this one. Of course, I listened to my guides because these are standing on the side of a mountain. There's a beautiful waterfall behind them. So even though this isn't a mountain goat, it looks like these rams are standing on the side of a mountain. So perseverance. You have many gifts. No problem can withstand the power of your mind. With patience, you can reach your mountaintop. Never give up, and good luck will follow. So we have those couple of cards to go along with Maitland's channeled message about July. Now, Aries, as I was focusing and concentrating on your energy, the first deck they asked me to pick was the Soul's Journey. Now, when I shuffled it, these 3 cards came out. So I had to ask, do you want all 3 oracle cards from this deck? And the answer was yes. So together we're going to see what that message is. Now, this is for the month of July. The first card that came out is Denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. So if there's something that you've been in denial about, this could be to do with work, to do with family, to do with relationships, to do with coworkers, or to do with your own power. Lots of us are in denial about the fact that we're star seeds, that we're a God spark, that we are all these things, and we just sort of don't believe it. We doubt it. So if you're in denial, you need to turn that around. The very next card that came out was Peace. I am a being of love. I release all negative energy. Isn't that beautiful? To follow denial, right? And then the third card is Gratitude. I am thankful for this life and the opportunities that it presents. So Aries, it looks like this is sort of a progressive message. If you're in denial about your gifts, about your life, about your opportunities, about all of that, then you need to be at peace with it and grateful for it, right? So progress from denial to peace to gratitude. I love it. My guides are so amazing. So in the month of July, Aries, whatever it is that you feel that you are in denial about, and I might suggest that you come back and watch this video mid-July, just so that you can remember or think about what you've been through so far in the month and see how this resonates or relates for you, right? Go from denial to peace to gratitude. I love that. Thank you, guides. Thank you, Spirit. Oh my gosh. All right, we're going to use the Gilded Tarot for your tarot portion of the July message. So let's get right into that and see what's in store for Aries for the month of July. Please remember that this reading is a collective reading. It may not resonate for everyone, or possibly the oracle parts of the message resonate and not the tarot, or vice versa. All right, Five of Pentacles, Temperance, Balance, Patience. I think we already had patience with the Ram card. So there's a double message about having patience. Have patience with yourself, right? And there's your new journey with the hanging man. Well, not necessarily a new journey, new perspective, new way of seeing things. And that goes right along with the denial, peace, gratitude message. I love my guides. They are so awesome and amazing. I am in awe every time I do this, believe it or not. I am lucky and grateful that I have this connection with my guides and with Spirit, and that I'm able to bring these messages forward. Ooh, the Star card. Love that. And let's see, Seven of Swords. Wow, they just... Okay, so the Nine of Cups flipped out before, but I didn't know if... It flipped out with another card, so I wasn't sure if they wanted it, so I put it back, and it came back out. So, all right, let's take these in the order in which they came. Five of Pentacles. This is being in a lack mentality. You don't want to do that. Fives are change, right? And the Five of Pentacles, it shows a couple of people outside a church window. You see the pentacles are forming the stained glass window. Their hands are kind of out. And so when we think of ourselves as being in the mentality of lack, that's what we bring. And this can go along with the denial, peace, and gratitude, because we have to be in an attitude of gratitude in order to receive, right? We can't get caught up in the what we don't have. Next is the Temperance card. This can be Sagittarius as well. If you have a prominent Sagittarius in your life, or Sagittarius is prominent in your birth chart, this is just telling you that this is your reading. Yes, it is. Okay? And the Sagittarius card is 14, which pairs down to a 5 as well. So you have two 5s right away. Change. Okay? So temperance is perfect balance, but it's also patience. As you're getting things in balance with going from denial to peace to gratitude, you need to have patience with yourself, right? Self-love, self-care, not self-loathing, not denial of your gifts and who you are. So temperance, perfect balance, getting there. And then you have the Hanging Man. This is seeing things in a whole new perspective, which, going from denial to peace to gratitude, that's exactly what that is, Aries. So you need to look at things a little bit differently, see the picture a little bit differently, maybe see the big picture instead of the small one. See where you've come from and how far you've come, right? This is also being comfortable in your own skin, right? Your uniqueness, be comfortable with it. You don't want to be like other people. You want to be just like you as you were created, right? Celebrating your uniqueness, your unique gifts, your perfectly unique self. The Star. This can be Aquarius. So again, if you have a prominent Aquarius in your life, or if you have Aquarius prominently in your birth chart, this is just saying, yes, this is your reading. So this can represent Aquarius. So you have Sagittarius and Aquarius so far. But the Star card is hopes, dreams, and wishes fulfilled. This is letting worry go. She's emptying her pitchers of star water because she knows she can fill them right back up, right? No worries. Let the worries go, Aries. Everything will be okay. Everything will turn out. An attitude of gratitude is the best way to get there, right? Then you have this pesky Seven of Swords, right? Sometimes I call this the fox in the henhouse card. Sevens are reflection. You see he's carrying off like 5 swords, and that fox is kind of guarding those 2 swords. So this is a message that somebody may not have your best interest at heart, unfortunately. So you need to watch out for that. Swords are communication. Is somebody saying something about you? It could also be you with the changing of the perspective and the denial, the peace, the gratitude message. Are you thinking or saying something about another that may not be true? Or are you thinking or saying something about yourself that may not be true? I'm really feeling that strongly. This may have to do with your own attitude about yourself coming in. And that is right underneath the accepting your unique personality, your unique gifts, everything unique about you. Then you have the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is that's water signs, that's emotion, that's love, that's nurturing. He has created a lot of emotional stuff here, and then he's got this one cup that he's holding up that he's maybe focusing on. He's not paying attention down here. He's not really paying attention to anything. Nines are accomplishment. So this card represents accomplishing a lot of emotional stuff, but what is it? Is it emotional baggage or is it emotional love and nurturing? Which one is it for you? If you have created a lot of emotional baggage, it's time to let that go. It's time to let the worry go, like that Hanging Man card says, right? If you have created a lot of emotional love, this is definitely celebrating that. If you are loving the people around you, if you are loving yourself, then that is what that card means for you. So you will have to discern which meaning that Nine of Cups has for you in this particular reading in July, or for July, excuse me. So have you created emotional baggage, or are you creating love? Are you sending love, giving love, loving yourself? All right. So think about that. So you don't want to be accomplishing emotional baggage, right? You want to let that go. You want to be accomplishing loving, nurturing relationships. Okay, so far, Five of Pentacles, don't be in a lack mentality. Perfect balance means you have to have patience while you're getting things in balance, going from denial to peace to gratitude, right? Accepting yourself, okay? Letting worry go and thinking about your thoughts and words or someone else's thoughts and words, not taking that to heart, and then what you're creating in your emotions for the month of July, okay? Remember also the message of the goats, be resilient and adaptable through challenges. So that Seven of Swords could be a challenge that you have with words with someone else or words that they say to you. And then perseverance. You have many gifts. No problem can withstand the power of your mind. With patience, you can reach your mountaintop. Yeah. So patience is needed in the month of July, but you also need to love and nurture yourself as well as those around you. Okay, don't get in a lack mentality. Look at what you have versus what you don't have. Look at how far you've come versus how far you have to go, my Aries, okay? All right, now we're going to see what animal oracle Spirit wants to add to this. What is the animal oracle that Spirit would like to add? What animals do my Aries viewers need to hear from? And I would ask you, please give the video a like so that it can get going around YouTube. Videos circulate around YouTube via how many views, if people are liking it, and if people are commenting. Of course, I love comments. I would love for you to let me know how this affects you, what you think of it. What is the situation for you in the denial, peace, gratitude cards there? Yeah, moving from denial to making peace with a situation to being grateful. We always have to be grateful for the challenges that we've come through, the not so comfortable things that we've come through, and we need to understand that our soul is growing from those challenges. Wow. Okay. Spirit must want a very specific card for you because it's not coming through. Oh, okay. Horse. Love it. Okay. Any other animals for my Aries? Any other animals? Ladybug. All right, let's see what these messages are. Very special. Number 11, that is a master number. That is a powerful number. Embrace change and embrace adventure. Yeah, love that. So change definitely came through. You have 2 5s right off the bat, right? So changing the way you see things, changing your outlook, changing your attitude, right? Embrace the adventure. If you see, 11 or 1111 a lot, this is letting you know, when you see that, remember to embrace change and embrace adventure, right? And then you have 44, another master number, Aries. Wow, wow, wow. Ladybug, luck and protection, joy in the small. I love that. So you're lucky, you're protected, and find joy in the small things. Give gratitude for the small things. I'll give you an example. Maybe this is why this happened this morning. You can see these dimes here, right? So years and years ago, when somebody was talking about the law of attraction, it may have been Abraham Hicks or Louise Hay, they were saying just ask for something to be shown to you to kind of verify and confirm that you're connected to spirit and what have you. And I asked for dimes because a lot of people find pennies, but dimes were kind of different. And a few months back, I found a dime, and then I found 2 dimes. This morning, I found another dime. They're still giving me, spirit is still giving me the dimes, so, and I'm grateful for that. And I'm reminded, and I pick it up and I say, wow, thank you for showing me that you're still with me, that I'm still connected, and thank you for reminding me of who I am. You can do the same thing. You can ask to see something, specific, something that's not common. Like some people will ask for feathers. Some people will ask to see a specific word or number. And then they see it because spirit wants to connect with you and wants to show you that you're connected. Okay, Aries, thank you so much for tuning in. Please give the video a like, a thumbs up, a share. I appreciate that more than you know. Peace and kindness every single day. I love you all.